What's going on, guys? Good morning. What's going on? I'm just go live again and see who comes on. So I say I look pretty, and if you guys want to chat, let's do it. Is if Vinny starts helping out with the actual fabrication. I think he's a little bit nervous about that, and I can understand that. But the only way we're going to get this bike done on time is if he steps up to the plate. I want you to cut this. I'm not cutting this. Yeah, you can. Right here. I want you to grab it like that. I want you to start here and run that edge right there. And then the same thing there. Gotta start sometime, Vin. I know. I'm really learning a lot from Paulie as far as fabrication and bike design goes. And I really appreciate the opportunity I have by him showing me this. Hold on, man. Let me look at it. You've got to be kidding me. Come over here. All right, hold on. Real careful. Hold on. Because that's landed up there. That might be right. Grab that front end. One second. Get another guy over here. Get everybody on here. Pick it straight up and then let the bottom kick out. Let that lift the hell out of the way. Good. 1, 2, 3. All right, who was the last person to clamp this in? All right, no one else speak at once. The only person to clamp it in. Did that thing just fall and nobody was around it? One of the bikes that I've been wanting to get finished, the Celtic bike, just fell off the lift. Well, now we should strap them. Where did the handlebar get wrecked, Floyd? It took a pretty bad spill, but there really wasn't that much damage. It could have been a whole lot worse, but I think we're looking at about a day to put it back together. Actually, the only thing you really got to change on this is the taillight, right? Yeah. Really? I was really kind of surprised about how my dad handled this situation. This bugs me the worst, right here. Yeah, pick at it with your fingernail. That'll help it. I was really waiting for him to go ballistic because he put a lot of time into the Celtic bike. This was like his project. Usually he just goes off and just starts throwing things, but he didn't. He just got quiet. I think we all did. Okay, everybody, the show's over. Let's go back to work. Hey, look, that ain't bad. Looks good, right? Looks nice. All right, let's call it a day, man. What else you got to do on this bike? I think you have to take into consideration is your time element here, you know? That's the only thing I'm a little concerned about. What's that? Just the time, you know? You know, Floyd's only got a few days to finish the fabrication on this bike. And between that oil tank thing that he made the other day and the Celtic bike falling off the lift, I'm getting a little concerned. For one thing, we got a show coming up in Cincinnati in a few days, and I want him there, no ifs, buts, ands, or whatever. We're leaving for Cincinnati on Thursday. Since we've been in business 3.5 years, have we ever not gotten a bike done in any kind of short time frame or anything ever one time? Whatever we have to do here to make that happen, then that's what we'll have to do, no? You know what? When he starts to paint this bike, even the body work, I should be there. I already got your room. You asked me to get your room. I got your room. It's all taken care of. I took care of it all. Hey, but I wouldn't even concentrate on that tank. The handlebars and the seat pan get done today. All right? Okay. As far as Cincinnati goes, if I'm able to go, I'll go. If I'm not able to go, I won't go. And that's just a matter of getting the job done. Now, if you ask my father, he says I have to go. But I don't necessarily agree with that because we have a project like this going on, and I'm not. Got 10 people in there, guys. This morning here. I'm not going anywhere.
Get some likes in here, guys. Get some likes in
At
here.
this point, with him spending more time on this bike and giving up going to Cincinnati, as far as I'm
What's
concerned,
up,
it's not an
guys?
option. Either.
This morning we got the handlebars on and the seat on, and it's really coming together now. It's starting to look like a bike. I like it. But if you ask me, there's still a lot of work to be done, and there's still parts I'm waiting on. So right now, Cincinnati looks like a long shot. What's up, fellas? How you doing? The guys from H&L brought the motor in today. Let's have a look at her. Wow. And this is an all-billet, fully polished, custom motor. 140 horsepower to the rear tire. Sick, huh? And not only that, what we went ahead and did is diamond cut the fins. This looks like sterling silver chains wrapped around it. It's gonna go nice with the bike. It was really important for me on a high-profile bike like this for every part to be custom in some way. So I think this motor is going to look really incredible for our project. We're going to eat them come springtime. Feeling pretty confident right now with the fabrication. All I have to do is
Go right ahead, I don't mind.
break down the bike, get everything to the chromer and the painter. And as far as getting the bike
Go right
done,
ahead.
we should be okay.
I definitely don't mind. Actually, I'm watching American Chopper on Apple TV right now, so it's not on TV. It's just on Apple TV. So
God,
I just
again?
watched that thing just fall out of there. What the is going on?
Holy.
This bike is not going to be.
yeah, absolutely sounds awesome. I love the show.
Get it up, Mike.
Wait, hang on. You ready? Straight up.
That's not good.
I was actually just about to walk past the Cody bike, and I watched the thing fall right off the lift. I mean, it's basically as simple as that. And tell you what, it was pretty nerve-wracking. And it's a good thing nobody was standing around it, because that thing fell hard and it did a lot of damage.
Why the heck is this happening? That's not good, man.
They shift the whole thing over.
Yeah, man. Bring it to Cincinnati now, which kind of stinks because we wanted people to see it when we went down there.
Thank God nobody was standing there, man. That would have squished whoever was there.
Oh, it hit so hard. It's just one of those things that happens, I guess. It could have been prevented, but I don't know. We seem to have a lot of bikes falling off lifts these days. We could bend the fender back out, but this got dug into bad. I mean, there's like no way to repair that unless you re-chrome the whole frame.
You can chrome plate it.
You gotta be kidding, right?
Fell right out of the lift.
I was out doing an errand and I came back in and I seen the Cody bike on the floor and I just couldn't believe that had happened.
I've not had my coffee yet. I had I'm about to go downstairs to get my Monster from the fridge.
That's what I did. I went for a ride.
Listen, from now on, none of these bikes get put up without extra supports tying them down. You know, all I could think about was Cody. How much time he put into that bike, how hard he worked, and how proud he was.
I basically stayed up all night, guys. I stayed up all night because I had work at 12 o'clock since 12 o'clock this morning.
Just really bummed me out.
Got home about 12:30, and then I had to see my fiance. I'm hanging out with my fiance tonight and today. I'm going there probably about 8 o'clock. I'm going to be there, so 8:30.
It's just no good. It's just no good.
What's no good?
Well, fortunately, it didn't really hurt the frame too much. It just nicked it here, which we could probably work out, which is the main thing as far as getting it
I
fixed.
see.
The whole bike has to be
Usually when I drink caffeine, I can
bars have
sleep
to
for
be
some
maintained,
reason.
we gotta replace.
Usually.
We
If
had
I
to-
have more than,
You know what?
say, 3, 4, 5 cups of coffee, I can't sleep.
It should have never
If I
happened.
have
Never.
4 cups of coffee, I can sleep.
All right, listen. I want
It's
everybody
weird,
right
I
here
know.
in front of me right now. Everybody, right now, right now. Yesterday, the bike fell off the lift. Okay. I said maybe we should strap these bikes down. The comment I got was, "It's okay." Okay. Today, another bike falls off the lift. Now, two things. Every bike gets strapped down from now on, and the other thing is when I say something, if I say that I want something done, then I want it done. There's no, it's not debatable.
I actually do,
I'm right or
so
wrong.
we have
The
a
way it's gonna be done.
YMCA near me,
Unless I change it. Because
and I do,
I'm the guy that's
used,
responsible
no,
for that. So
it was
that's
just
it.
companies
So
last year,
do what
just
we gotta
saying.
do here.
And now, and I
Let's
do,
strap down
I
and
do
that's it.
janitorial,
Everybody
a little bit of
understands that?
maintenance,
Okay.
so.
Okay.
So that's what I do. We have 2 ranks, and I'm in charge of both ranks.
That was the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life. I almost got sick.
As bad as the damage was on the Cody bike, it could be fixed.
It's good.
Really
It's,
just
so,
a matter of
I'm
time
just,
and money. But for my
you know,
father,
my
that's
day,
really
my
not-
day started at 12
Bikes in 2
o'clock.
days. I don't know if we're
I
cursed
got
or bad luck or what.
done. I got started working
I'll
at
tell you one thing.
7:12
Things
last
around the
night,
shop
so
are gonna change or heads are
my
gonna
day
roll.
just beginning. Well, at 12 o'clock it's just beginning. Oh, very nice. That's awesome. Very nice. Very
Mike,
nice.
as soon as you're done here, get rid of this stuff. It's annoying me. What stuff? All this mess is annoying me. It's annoying me.
It's okay. It's okay when they don't cut my damn hours. Like they have been. We got a new supervisor on board, so he's coming out just for right now until he knows what kind of hours I need. You know?
You know, for me, it's important to keep a clean shop. To me, when I repeatedly tell people that I expect the shop to be clean, and they disrespect it with that, to me, I take that personal. So that's an insult to me. And you know, it just gets me to the point of rage. You know, put things back where they belong instead of throwing all over the place. This is what I'm.
What do you mean talk?
I don't care.
What do you mean?
What is this? What is this? No.
It's totally unrealistic.
You know what? This is not.
Yeah, I'm speaking English. Why?
Okay.
That's what I want. Do it. Okay. Do it.
I think that my father thinks because he screams and yells that people actually respond to it, and it's just not true.
You know my name, guys. You should know my name is Joe.
Laying around because people don't get it.
Well,
Work
of
harder
course.
for you when you freak out on
Oh,
them.
he's Joe. What's your name is?
Why? You know what I'm saying? There's
Very
drugs, there's
nice.
cigarettes, there's
Uh-huh.
tic-tac, there's.
It's alright. It's alright.
Working here.
I don't want it. I don't
What do you
want.
want us to do with it? Stash it
You
away
know what? You
somewhere?
don't need the laying around. Oh,
This is the gas cap off the tank we're working on.
Wait, listen to me. Straighten thing out and it's the end of the conversation.
That's fine, but I'm just
I'm
saying.
sorry, you guys.
If someone has a screwdriver on a workbench that they're working at the very time, what do you expect them to do with it?
I don't have a problem with that.
You're just pointing out tools that are on the
There's
table.
tools every place, though.
Where?
Look at this.
It's a
Look at
tool
that.
tray.
Born in America.
I'm done talking to you because you're like a
I've been in New York my whole life.
in the world.
All I'm saying is, certain things you can't do anything about because it's
I
real
can
work.
because I own the place.
Okay,
Remember
you
that.
can throw a hissy fit, fine, that's
No,
great.
you know what it is? You don't work until the place gets straightened out. Done.
I don't know if it's the pressure or the money involved or what it is. But ever since we took on this project, my father's been at like DEFCON 4.
Country UN.
And I can't work like this anymore. Anyways, I just think that one of the reasons why
I like
don't go to
country.
Cincinnati, other than all the
Oh,
loose
very
ends
nice.
and everything that's kind of just left there for other people to worry about. Other than that, I think that we need time apart.
Well, you know what? I tell you the truth, that's probably a good idea. But you know what? Why don't you go to Cincinnati and leave me behind?
It doesn't matter. The point is, I just think that we need to get out of each other's hair for a while. We spend more time together than a married couple.
But you know what? I agree with you. But you know what? I'm the guy that's 54 years old, and you're the guy that's 28 years old. I'm the guy that's been in business for 30 years, okay? You're the guy that's been doing this for 3 years. So I should be prioritized, not you, not what you feel, or you're sick of me, or you.
Yeah, I love
No,
Coke.
no, let me finish. Let me finish, okay?
Love
So
you guys. I
you
love
go
Mountain
to
Dew and
you're going to
Pepsi. I love
Cincinnati, you
Coke.
say, well, I'm not
Those
going
are
to Cincinnati.
probably my main
No,
three
I
ones
said
I
I
like.
don't want to go, and you said if you don't go, I'm not going. I'll cancel the show. I don't care about the
So
money
you
and
have to make
everything
an
else.
extended effort to make things
Oh.
happen, and it's happening. But I got to be up your ass to make that happen.
No, well,
Yeah.
that's what I want to talk about. Because nothing you do motivates me. I just want to let you know that. None of your comments or even your suggestions get anything done any quicker. You think by barking orders and making negative comments about every situation all along the way of fabrication, that's supposed to be some kind of, that's how you get your size 12 working in your favor. I'm just going to let you know it's not working for me. It just doesn't work. And I understand you got to freak out once in a while, but the never-ending freaking out is just getting.
What do I do for a job, you're saying?
You know what? Maybe you're right. I do bark too much. You know what? I don't bite enough is the problem. Because when I expect certain things out of certain people, whether it's you or anybody else, that's what I expect. Why do I have to constantly repeat myself over stupid, childish, petty bullshit that people continue to do? And you're the ringleader because you're supposed to be part of the business with me, okay? So you're supposed to set some kind of presence. What kind of presence do you set when you're the worst guy? You come in late, you come in when you want to, you leave when you want to, and you make the biggest mess in shop. Whoa,
Listen to
nothing.
me. I'm
Whoa,
working
nothing.
60, 70 hours a week. This is not. Look at the blueprint. Bike that's gotta look like
That doesn't set a
$150,000.
presence in my mind. You know, because that's all you're gonna do.
But I can't do more than that.
I don't agree with none of that you're saying. So somehow there's some kind of screen here that's blocking what my view is opposed to your view.
No, it's probably true. It's perspective.
It's absolutely however you want to say it. You understand what I mean? I'm like stressed to the max.
What do you mean?
I've already spent half my life building one business that took half the life out of me, and here I am again, starting another business. I don't have it in. You know, I can't do it all.
Believe me, I know.
So, a lot of times and I realize that you do a lot, but a lot of times when you're the only guy that I really think that I can rely on. So a lot of times what happens when you don't come through, it's like a smack in the face. Because I honestly feel like I'm by myself.
I never heard of them, guys.
You know what it is? We're from two different schools. I'm not you and you're not me. So I think that I understand we both have legitimate gripes, but we have to find how to handle it better without.
I already know how. Go on like a month vacation.
Let's just do that.
Screw it all. Let's get out of here.
All right.
Love you.
Me too.
Anytime we head out for a show, it's like the circus leaving town. We got about 2 tons of crap to pack. We got 8 bikes, a display, a motorhome, 2 trailers, and a couple of chuckleheads. Hey, Dad, are we there yet? Shut up, Mikey.
Afternoon. nearly 2 weeks of busting my butt on this race car bike, it was nice to just get out of the shop and let loose for a while.
We got kind of a late start this morning. Cincinnati's about 650 miles away. Usually takes about 10 or 11 hours to get there, and that's if nothing goes wrong.
Where's the tire iron?
How old are you?
Bus is falling apart, man. The remains of lunch today. Let's leave these guys here. They're a bunch of slobs anyhow, ain't they? There we were, out in the middle of nowhere.
This is pit crew action right here.
We got Larry, Moe, and Curly out there changing a tire. How much worse could it get? Let me tell you, it's been one long week. I don't know how much more this I can take. I just hope the luck changes when we get to Cincinnati.
Hey, Pop, you ready to go?
Yeah, I'm just waiting up when we get there.
Coming up on American Chopper, OCC's reputation is on the line
Why do you do stupid things like that?
as they race to complete 150,000 and put the brakes on the race car project.
We were
On this episode of American Chopper,
Clean that mess up, boy.
OCC's reputation is on the line
Why do you do stupid things like that?
as they race to complete $150,000 custom chopper.
I have to give them a bike that's worth every penny.
But last-minute changes
You're not right.
and costly delays push tensions to the boiling point and put the brakes on the race car project.
We were stressed physically, mentally, everything.
The sacrifice,
Jeez.
the setbacks,
Ask him if he has a solution to the problem.
the satisfaction. On this episode of American Chopper.
I'm in trouble now. I'm in big trouble now.
Easy, easy.
We got a 3-day show here in Cincinnati, and Paulie really didn't want to come because it's taking him away from the race car project. But I think it's important that we get out and meet our vendors because, you know, you get to know the person better that way, and it's always nice to do business face to face.
Ooh, that's nice, huh? Yeah, it's real chopperish. What is all this? The best part of the Cincinnati trade show is going around to all the different manufacturers and see what they got going. Not so much to pick up dealers, but more so just to see the newest product that's out there. Steal all your ideas.
Yeah, yes we are.
So that you can really stay on the cutting edge of what's going on.
If you ask me, Cincinnati was definitely worth the trip. You know, it was good exposure for Orange County choppers, and it only took Paulie away from the shop for 3 days. So I don't think it was that big of a deal.
What are we gonna load all the bikes right here?
We're gonna have more room.
Okay. Initially, I had some reservations about coming out to Cincinnati. So you're moving everyone down this whole road?
Starting with you. Let's go.
All right, good. But now that it's all pretty much wrapped up, I'm glad I came out. A lot of pressure, a lot of different things involved there, but it all worked out for the best. Cincinnati last night, we got a flat in the middle of absolutely nowhere, and we had to wait out the night. Luckily, we found a tire shop to pull over at. This is really kind of setting us back because we're on such a tight time frame with this bike that we're doing now. We're gonna lose a day on that, so it's just basically gonna add a little more pressure to the situation.
This is why you don't drive on your wheels after your tire blows.
We got 2 flat tires, we destroyed 1 rim, so now we have to buy all brand new tires, all new rims.
Yeah, when can you have those tires here? Nah, that's not good enough.
Hopefully we'll be on our way home sometime today.
Okay, I'll be here. Thanks.
Another one of them great days.
Channel, here we go. Breaker, breaker, what's your 40? Breaker, breaker, 19, come on in. Get on in, Smokey!
Alright, you ready to go?
I really appreciate it.
No problem. You guys have a safe
Appreciate the
trip.
service, I really do. I'm out of here. Getting the tire fixed ate up the better part of the day. But what are you gonna do? Getting aggravated ain't gonna change anything. So I just decided to take it in stride. Let's get out of here, Vinny. All right.
Come on, Vin, let's get out of here.
Yeah, come on, Vin, let's get out of here.
Well done, Vin.
Serenity now, Mike. Serenity now.
Somebody get the phone over there. Get numbnuts out of the chair there and start answering the phone. Jeez.
It didn't take long for things to get back to normal at the shop.
Yeah, exactly.
We have about 4 days to finish this race car bike. It has to be done in time for the Coolers 300 race in Daytona.
I'm not really concerned about getting the bike assembled in that amount of time. I think you can do that. What I'm afraid of is problems. Okay? So I like to have this bike together by Saturday.
This Saturday?
Yes.
Did you smoke something the
No,
first thing this
why would I
morning?
smoke anything? You're gonna have the front end today. You're gonna have the frame today. You're gonna have the motor, the transmission. You know what I'm saying? Get the front end on.
No, you're not gonna have the wheels till tomorrow.
Yeah, but who cares?
Yeah, this bike.
Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? You don't have the luxury of doing that. You can put the whole drivetrain, the swing arm, the front end on. You can do all that stuff. You do it. You don't wait for the wheels.
I guess if
How many bikes do we build in a
if
day?
everything goes perfectly, there's a possibility.
But you know what? You have to have a goal, and that should be the goal.
You know, boy, there's not enough time in any schedule. If you had a month to put this bike together, you bet your ass it would take him a month to put it together.
With a ridiculous deadline like this one, the last thing you want to do is come up short on parts. What's that? There's absolutely no room for error here. Nothing can fall through the cracks. Because if it does, the bike's just not going to get done. This all that came in that box?
What is that?
It's back of these. You must have just fell in, huh?
Whatever is not chrome has to be chromed on Friday and be back here, or everybody's fired.
What are you saying now?
You gotta look at this thing all day, you gotta unwrap it.
Start unwrapping it. Who's stopping you? When I finally got a look at the chrome frame, I realized there's way too much silver on this bike. We're gonna need black. I really needed some black to break it up and give it some contrast. So I decided to fabricate some diamond plate accents that we could powder coat black.
Do you think that's what you want to do?
There was no choice in the matter.
I kind of agree with Paulie about the, too much chrome thing.
It'll actually look real nice.
But time's tight. So I told him, if we wanted to do it, then you have to be willing to sacrifice, which is, to be honest with you, not one of his strong points.
Yeah, I'll do that.
But if he's willing to put the extra effort into it, I'm all for it. Just remember one thing, you're not getting any extra time, so if you want to put it on, put it on. But that bike better be done. That's all I gotta say. We're kind of entering into the home stretch on this bike, and in 4 days we have to leave from Daytona. And with the schedule being as tight as it is, it's important that everybody pitches in. Especially that Paul's got to finish up the diamond plate section that he's fabricating. Because those still have to go out to the powder coater and be back in time to finish the bike.
The most important thing is that the stuff gets done for the powder coater before 4:30.
You can really kind of tell that things are starting to come down to the wire when my father starts helping out with a bike.
Take it apart. Wow, it's too easy.
I think he gets kind of nervous, probably a little bit more nervous than I do when it comes to deadlines. I mean, we still have a lot of work to do, and it's going to be tough, but as long as we get all our parts back from our vendors, I don't think we'll have any problem finishing the bike.
Yeah, exactly. We got big problems. We made a 3.5-inch wheel instead of a 2.5-inch wheel. We got a phone call a little while ago from Row Machines, and he had mentioned that the front wheel was a 3.5-inch wheel, which is a mistake. That really throws a wrench into the works here, boy. That's big time. That's big time.
Basically, there's just no time to machine a new wheel. That's just not an option, given the schedule. Now, our biggest problem is really with the front fender. The one we sent to the painter won't fit anymore. It's too small.
Yeah, Justin? Yeah, cool. We got a little problem. I've already spoke to Justin, our painter, and at this point we have to bring him another fender, and a whole new fender has to be repainted. All right, I have to fit it, and then I'll bring it down. But you think we're still going to be able to make this, or what? This is not a little mistake. It's a big problem now, you know?
Unbelievable. Freaking the whole day to do this, you know?
Not happy about that.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure it works, Bob. This is possibly the worst time something like this could have happened, because it's gonna set us back a bit. I still have to finish the plate fabrication, mount the motor, and install the air ride. And I know as far as my father is concerned, he was hoping to test drive the bike a couple times before we delivered it. Now, to be honest with you, I'm just hoping we can get the bike done in time. What, drop a motor in this thing?
Yeah, we can do that.
Get it in there, right? Make it look like something happened this morning, though.
All right, that's at least something to get us excited about.
The whole situation with the tire being the wrong size really screws up the whole situation here. But what are you gonna do? You know, you gotta make things right, and you gotta keep your commitments. Basically, there's a lot left to do on this bike, and there's a lot less time to do it. So Paulie's gonna have to do whatever it takes to get it done. All right, guys, I'm out of here.
You don't want me to put the trans in yet, right?
No, Pete, just give me a couple of seconds.
It's my brother Danny's birthday tonight, and my whole family's getting together for a birthday party. I was kind of looking forward to it, but given the situation, me and Vinny decided to stay late and really push forward on this thing.
Sucks, man.
Whose birthday is it? Daddy's birthday? How old is he? Two? He's two. What?
Ready to order over here.
Push I can go in afterwards, right?
Yeah, you can go when we do the other side.
Get it, Cotton.
It'll work out. After I beat your head in. That's it. Once you bomb it out.
What's going on here?
Ask Danny what he got on his second day of birthday Hanukkah.
We're gonna work until we run out of absolutely everything we can do. I think.
I don't want to stay here ridiculously late, but I'll keep going.
To be honest with you, I'm not really excited about spending all night in the shop, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
I say we don't even go to sleep, we just keep blasting this thing out.
This bike's really important to Orange County choppers, because it's really the most expensive bike we've ever built, and we gotta make sure that we come through.
I talk a lot about hard work and sacrifice, and I'm really impressed with the fact that Paulie's staying and working late on this bike.
What do you think, Ben?
I think it's looking semi like a real bike.
Yeah. Because whether he likes it or not, I think he realizes that getting this bike done or not rests on his shoulders. It's really up to him and nobody else.
All right, what do we gotta do in the morning?
We gotta finish this thing.
We gotta finish tightening everything down though, right?
Yeah.
Get the motor mount on, run the coil, all that stuff, put the starter in.
Yeah. Not too bad.
No. All right, so we'll finish up in the morning.
All right.
Let me just check these. I want to see where my foot lands. Yeah, it's not gonna work.
Which question?
Hanging out up here. I'm almost willing to bet, man, we could try both extensions from any forward controls on here. This morning we ran into kind of a frustrating problem with the forward controls, so me and Vinny had to pull them off and make extensions for him and bolt them back on to solve the problem. This isn't really anything out of the ordinary when you're building a custom bike, but it's one more unexpected delay, and it's probably the last thing we needed as far as the schedule goes.
Justin. Cool. You know those handlebars? How far along are you with those? You know, no matter how fast we work with this bike, we're really at the mercy of our vendors. A lot of the parts like the wheels, the fenders, and whatnot, they're not finished yet. And it's getting to the point that we're running out of things to do without them. Basically, you know, the tins and everything go on less, but I gotta get the bars on to get them all the cables and all that crap. Very good. Bottom line, if those parts don't come through, this bike's not gonna get done.
He's working tomorrow. I said, get us the handlebars at least for tomorrow.
He didn't give you any status on the rest?
He said he's on schedule,
Yeah, actually, the oil tank would be real helpful, Dad.
but if you have the handlebars tomorrow, you can do all the cables and stuff. That and the oil tank are the two main things.
Well, I don't know about the oil tank.
I gotta be honest, I'm a little nervous about the wheels on this bike because Row Machining is using a new porcelain inlay process, and it's never been done before. That's sweet. That's gonna be real different, you know?
That's the first one.
Nice. I gotta tell you, I was really blown away by the wheels on this bike. I mean, they even carry the inlay process over to the sprocket, and it really adds a great detail. And that's what's gonna set this bike apart, the details.
Gonna blow the wheel industry away. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
So we're the first. We're the pioneers. Whenever you try to do something different, there's always the potential that it won't look good or it might not turn out right. But I got to tell you, the wheels in this bike, they're just going to kill people. It's going to be incredible.
Left.
That's the truth.
I know it's important that we keep pushing through this, and we got to pace ourselves because we don't want to burn out too early.
painter Justin has to really bring the parts over piece by piece. Once he finishes something, he brings it right over. Looks racy, huh, Ben?
Yeah, it does. What more can you ask for?
We have to wait for the oil tank on Monday, right?
Yeah,
Let's go home and relax.
sounds good to me.
What's going on? What's going on? Catface, I like that. I like that.
Do we have to leave tomorrow night?
Yeah, we absolutely, positively have to leave tomorrow
We
night.
do, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
What night do we have to be there? Thursday
Thursday.
night? Tomorrow's Tuesday night?
Yeah.
So it gives you Wednesday. We do.
And you know what?
We
you
do.
You got to go down there and you got to ride the bike on Wednesday too.
That's,
'Cause you're not going to
that's
ride.
the best part.
You're not going to ride it around
If
here.
it didn't
It's going to snow the next couple of days. Every day the same snow. Snow
No, there's
Thursday.
not.
You gotta
Just
ride it.
today.
No, they said for the rest of the week you're going to get snow.
I watched
On
the
and on.
forecast
I
last
just
night.
listened to it this morning on the way to work.
We got snow today and then snow like on Friday.
No, well, you know what? I'm just saying what they heard. You're not riding it.
It
so
doesn't matter,
make
you're
any
not
difference.
riding.
You got to get down there a day before and ride the bike.
You're not riding.
Bring the tools, bring your
Put
tools.
some miles on it.
We got
We
to
got
put
that
30, 40 miles on
Day
the bike.
before.
Yes, the day
Yeah,
before.
Wednesday.
Wednesday. That's why we have to leave Tuesday.
Alright. What's his tank here?
Yeah, thanks here. That looks awesome.
Thank you. Go back and help him, huh? There he is. Hello.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Hey, Alex, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing terrific. How about you?
Good, good. Right down to the wire.
I'm thinking about coming by. I'm thinking about when I should come by.
The customer who's paying $150,000 for this bike called today to see when he can come check it out. We're gonna be finishing it tomorrow morning. To be honest with you, I was really hoping to surprise him in Daytona with it. But when someone's paying you that kind of money, you really can't say no.
So what are you guys working on? What does it look like now?
It's starting to look like a motorcycle. It's getting there. He's showing up tomorrow and he's expecting to see a finished bike. How's it been?
Be careful, please. Trying against the chrome, you know?
Listen, Inspector Gadget, I know you got a motorhome to tool around
we
in.
all know that you don't take a screwdriver and pry it against chrome.
Why
We
is
all
it
know
that everything goes smooth till you come over like hunting for something to be wrong?
Well, then why do you do stupid things like put metal against chrome, pry against chrome? Why do you do stupid things like that? You ever ask that question?
I learned it from watching you, Dad.
Yeah.
This is the first bike that Justin's painted for us, and I gotta tell you, his work just blows me away. It's beautiful. The lines are real sweet with the tank. I mean, forget the fact that he was under a ridiculous deadline and he had to start completely over with a new fender. Some painters couldn't have done this with all the time in the world. I mean, his attention to detail and sense of style is really incredible. All right, let's not have any mistakes because we're excited that we got this most insane bike of the century. You know what this means? Tank on. Yep.
tell you, the first time I seen that bike up on that lift with that tank on it, I was super impressed.
Look at from here, how everything flows this way. Even the controls, the exhaust, everything just flows. One continuous flow. That's the key to building a bike right there, boy.
To be honest with you, I kind of have my doubts about Paulie pulling off this bike, but I tell you what, he did, and did he ever?
This bike was fabricated, painted, chromed, and assembled in 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Nobody can do it. Nobody can do it.
I was kind of surprised about how pumped my father was about this bike. I mean, he was really excited about it.
I'm telling you right now, this guy's, he ain't gonna know whether to go blind.
You sound like Arnold coming back, right?
Yeah. This bike here had me on the edge of the seat, still does. It ain't over. It ain't done yet.
The truth of the matter was, we were far from finished. We were still waiting on the powder coat pieces, and the delivery guy, Don, was missing in action. Don, where are ya? It was really frustrating to be so close to finishing. Like, where's Don? Did Don die? And have to just sit around and wait.
I'm going to the gym.
Did you get that gas line on it?
Oh, if this thing had a recline on it, I'd be sleeping right now.
We were kind of sitting idle. It was late, and we really wanted to get these last few parts on. When he arrived, I wanted to hug him.
We thought you died and your head fell off. Thanks a lot, Don. See you later.
I'm really impressed with Paulie's vision. Everything he's done really made a big difference. All the little diamond plate trims and all that stuff. I mean, after the bike went together, it was like it needed it. I mean, it really worked out great.
Let's go home, Vin. I'm beat.
Best thing I heard out of your mouth all night.
When we were done doing what we were doing, me and Paulie were both shot, and it was time to go home.
We got everything now, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
I got everything we need. Yeah, I got a little front to back flag, but I'd rather try and keep it all the way back.
Drill 3/8 hole, then tighten them.
Getting this bike finished in time to deliver has just been horrific.
We put on a lot of late hours. Even this morning, getting up is just, you know, it's another day, and I'm just hoping there's a little rest in sight. I'm gonna finish buzzing up this headlight. I think the bike's coming out really good, going from raw metal to being painted and just about finished assembled.
So you know what? Can you keep cranked up on that and I'll just tighten these?
Yep. We keep running into our share of problems, but it's getting where it's gotta go.
I like that.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think it's clean. All right, that's it.
I'm really excited about it, and I'll tell you what, it's one of the best things I've seen yet.
It's nice, eh?
Holy smokes. When I first came into the shop, I said to myself, how the heck could these guys pull it off in such a short period of time?
Great job.
Like it?
Oh yeah, that's incredible. I will tell you, I was a little bit concerned. I started to get concerned. I was just telling your dad after he came back from that show and he had the flat tires and all.
Yeah.
So
Getting worried.
yeah, I was a little worried.
To build a bike in 3 weeks is just an astronomical feat, and there's really a lot of pressure that I'm not used to. You know, they were looking for a certain look. Also, the money involved added to the pressure.
I walked in here expecting to not see the bike that I saw. There's no question about it.
Wow.
It's so many steps above what I expected that I can't tell you how pleased I am.
You always want to exceed the customer's expectations.
I think it's perfect.
We love the bike, but you really want him to love the bike because it's his bike.
I tell you, I can't wait to see this down Daytona. It's absolutely incredible. Thank you so very, very much. Thank you. I'm really looking forward to it. We'll see you in Daytona.
Okay, all right. I gotta tell you, you cannot cut it any closer than we did with this one. I swear, we barely got the last bolt tightened before we had to load it up and head to Daytona. Man, how nice is this, huh? A little bit nicer than New York, huh?
Heck yeah.
Man. Now I know why the birds fly south for the winter.
We really didn't get to test drive the bike in New York, so we figured the first thing we do in Florida is test drive the bike around the parking lot. You know, make sure everything was running okay.
Can't ride this bike. I mean, but you know what? Softened right up, didn't it?
We had that thing rock hard.
When I took the bike around the block, the air ride suspension started losing air, and the seat dropped about 2 inches. Marty, Paul, we're not doing good. I think we have a serious problem here. Because even this, I tell you what, I got the manufacturer on the phone right then and there. I just took it for a ride, and it's losing air. This was a big deal because there was a lot of people that set up arrangements, and there was a lot going on around this bike. And you know what? I'm in trouble now. I'm in big trouble now. That made the stress level a lot greater than all the other projects we had done. I'm in big trouble here.
The situation wasn't good at all. Big Paul really started to bug out, and Paulie was nowhere to be found.
Where is he? He's in the shower.
Regardless, let me take it for a ride.
So I took out the bike and tried to figure out what was exactly wrong with it.
And you're in here taking a shower. Go outside. Please. No, I'm going outside. Take a shower. But, first of all, please. Well, you know what? You don't lock the door. Does it make any difference if I'm there? Well, you know what? Don't you want to know what's going on? Well, how would you know if you disappeared? I want to take a shower.
So this is just where we don't want to be, and here we are.
Yeah, but you know, listen, what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You got like the biggest commitment that you ever had in your life, and what are you gonna do?
Freak out. I mean, I don't understand. There's nothing you can do, believe me. We'll figure it out. We'll fix it somehow.
Just aggravated because you know what? Again, you depend on people, and
Well, that's the problem. is, you just expect to have problems now and then.
Look underneath there.
That's just the way it is. But the important thing is how you deal with those problems.
This thing needs to cool for a while.
We needed to fix the bike, but we were running out of time. So I got on the phone with the air ride company to see what we can do. So we got to figure out a way to get operational by tomorrow. Luckily for us, they were based in Miami, so they were only about 3 hours away. You want them to come down tonight?
Ask him if he has a solution to the problem, or do you want me to ask him?
Do you have a solution to the problem?
I'm gonna f***ing kill somebody. You want me to calm down? Calm down.
Bring what you got, and then bring a lift, and we'll get the situation fixed. He'll come up. He's about 3 hours away.
How bad can it get? Here we are 1,000 miles away, and a bike that don't work and no place to fix it.
We could wheel this beast right in the hotel room and push the beds outside. Now that's thinking. I'm not kidding.
There, you gotta watch this exhaust.
Yeah. Go ahead, give it a little push.
After working pretty much non-stop getting that bike done, to get down there and find out we had another problem and it had to be fixed immediately, it kind of didn't feel too good. But we did what we gotta do.
Sure, why you gotta bring my bed out?
We took the beds out of the hotel room, squeezed the bike in there. Arnie brought his lift in, and used the hotel room. It was nice to lay on a nice carpeted floor and turn on the TV while you're working.
This is the bestest hotel room ever looked, huh?
Yeah.
Really.
You know, as far as like these problems that we're having, you know, everybody has problems, we have problems. The key to me is what you're willing to do about it, you know, and for him to immediately get in his car and come down here and address the problem, to me that's everything, because that's who we are and that's who we want to be around.
It took us a long time to fix the air ride suspension. Basically, we had to take the whole thing apart, replace the shocks, the fittings, and put the whole darn thing back together.
One slide.
After working all night till basically 4 in the morning, me and Paulie Jr. were shot, and we were stressed every way, physically, mentally, everything.
Using the hotel room as a makeshift shop worked out really well. We should be all right, huh? And, you know, it's a big relief to know that that's all done and we're ready to get going. Tonight we're going to be unveiling a race car bike. You know, in the race car industry, everybody, they're all motorheads and they're into things like this.
As far as this project went, you know, everybody really had to put 110% into it. I think that everybody realized the importance of getting this bike to where we wanted it. And, you know, we did what we had to do, and I think that's makes us who we are.
We accomplished a lot in a short amount of time. And, you know, I'm just happy it's all done. I'm just trying to recover.
Swimming pools.
I believe that. I believe.
Eric's Toss and Go Slow Cooked Chili and legendary monkey bread. You also get.
Go to the vet. It starts as a feeling, but soon it spreads down to the tips of your paws when you.
It's better than all good.
Is there water in this?
Revs up the healing ability of Tamstein.
That's very cool. Let's go now and listen to some real Joint food users.
Incredible VIP Elite Service Warranty.
One 800-961.
In 1963, John Kennedy began running for re-election. One of his big problems was the state of Texas.
In 1960, the state of Texas plays a crucial role in Jack's election to the presidency. This time, the state will be even more of a street fight.
He wants to use one of his greatest political assets, which is his charm, his charisma, his beautiful wife.
Alright guys, I'm getting off. See you guys.
Trip with him during his presidency.